Hi everyone. Now, if you know me, I'm Meg Hogan. I've got a massive, massive heart for contribution. So I'm a big animal supporter, and if you've read some of my books and things like that, you'll actually see that I try to do a lot for the animals, and it's usually not tax deducted and so forth. But there's a whole section out there now. You could pick your own of what you're sort of involved in, but contribution, it really runs deep within me. But I'm not here to sell you on that today, but I am here to sell you on the idea that contribution can help your business in many ways to think greater than your business as a whole. There was a group called Buy One, Give One, B1G1. And you can actually apply to have them put onto your website so that every time someone does a transaction with you, you actually have nominated little donations, which will go off and say, well, this amount of money just paid for so much food over here, so much education here, someone just got clothes over here, animals just got helped over here, you know, the sex trade just got dealt with over here. It's so many. You can actually go and pick like multitudes of them, tick little boxes, and it could be things like 1 cent here, 14 cents there, 5 cents there, 2 cents here. So whatever you nominate, say it's 10% of a sales or something like that, or even 5%. Whatever that money is, it then goes to each one of those as a bulk payment to B1G1, and it'll distribute along. Now, the idea with B1G1 is that, say you go and buy a television, needing a bigger size, want something for the room, I want to put it on the wall this time, I want better sound to come off it, and so forth. So by buying that television, you could actually help restore someone's vision in another country. How cool is that? Let's have another example. By buying a pair of boots, say work boots, you could actually support to clothe a child in another country. Nice. Just nice. And that's the beauty of it too. They sort of pick a lot of countries there, which can be in your own country or elsewhere, where the dollar amount can actually really, really work in the benefits for you. I'm just going to run through a little bit of a script here because there was a particular example used, and it was a guy who was a florist over in London, and he was sort of only averaging around the 227,000 pounds per year was all he was making. And by the end of this, within a 10-year thing, he was making over like $1.2 million. Now, he's just a florist. And this just had such a great impact. And what the whole stream of it was is that no longer are we just trying to save costs by, dealing with the customers in very short time frames and so forth, so that you're getting more profit. It's about now breaking up all those little interactions that we have with customers, and we start calling them moments, and we look for opportunities to create more moments. So I'm just going to go through this example here. He said basically that someone rings up and they go, I want to buy flowers for my wife. And you would go, okay, yes, how much are you willing to spend? And he goes, no more than $90. And you go, okay, I have something here for $87. What's the person going to say? Cheaper, nothing else. Really, that's quite a lot of money. I'll get back to you. Puts the phone down. Okay, another person rings up and you go, same spiel, and you go, $87. And then you go, plus, I'm going to give you a whole stack of special other things. Sort of sparks their inquiry about what, and you sort of can leave it as a bit of a surprise and just go, but that's just not it. There comes with a whole stack more things that she will keep receiving, and you. So basically, you go through and you go, okay, the first moment would be, we're going to give you some email confirmation of what's just happened. We'll go something like, hello, Sally, thank you for the much needed order. Our team member who created it is blah, blah, and we'll let you know the moment that the flowers are delivered. So this is the person who actually just paid for the flowers is getting that response, which that sort of makes you feel a bit, yes, that's good. Okay, I understand what's going on. Next one, the delivery vehicle turns up, and the delivery vehicle has a beautiful big image of some flowers and so forth on there. It delivers happiness as its message. And they come and they deliver the flowers, and they also put a card in each other's letterbox while they're there. Next, they send an email again. It says delivered and the time that it was done. And thank you and appreciation is where you've left it at. Okay, and then you go on and then you go for the next one, your fourth one. The neighbour gets a good neighbour award and a lovely chocolates if they helped in, presenting the flowers to the actual person. So say they came out and they grabbed the order because the other people weren't home or whatever, and they do it. So you've sent something to them as well. And then 2 days later, you actually send to the actual person who got the flowers some flower food with some instructions, and then something explaining when you need to change the water and a polite request for a review. Okay, and then you go again. Now this is moment number 6. You go, today, B1G1 thanks you for receiving, and you also give it to the the person who ordered it, and ordering the flowers. Because of this order, we were able to, and you rack off all the things that you've ticked off, contributed to 14 children getting clothed today. We provided 12 foods for people on the street, immunisations there for babies and so forth. So thank you so much for being a client. We're really privileged to have served you. Now, isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that make you want to go and tell other people about your business? Doesn't it sort of make you feel like every one of that whole transaction was supported, nurtured, cared for, and they all got a sense of a little bit of reward because they helped contribute. And that is a basic need that we all want to try and help someone. So you can imagine that his business then started getting a lot more referrals, and people heard about this and they all just started to come and spend money with him. This is beautiful. I hope you can find some way to create more moments in your business. And I just wanted to add there that he knows that every time he does business, he does good impacts in the world. Makes the world a great place to be.